Hey guys, so there's been a lot of drama around the new Little Mermaid movie that came out, and so I just wanted to talk about it for a second because, of course, I don't see the reason for all this drama. The Little Mermaid movie, the new one, is based off of the 1989 animated Disney feature. Now, we've all probably seen that one. Ariel falls in love with Eric, she rescues him, yada yada yada. We all know what goes on with that. But did you know that that actually is based off of a book by Hans Christian Andersen, also called The Little Mermaid? So it's by the same name. Now, in this book, which is what I had read when I was younger before I ever saw the animated film, I had to end up reading this book. I didn't see the animated film until it had been out for I don't remember how many years. But this book, The Little Mermaid, is described as having a glowing rose skin tone with blue eyes. If you see any of the illustrations from that book, she had black hair. Now, in this one, Ariel indeed saves the prince. He doesn't know that she saves her, and she ends up dropping him off at the base of like a temple, which is close to the sea, and a lady from the temple ends up helping him and getting him back to health. He thinks that's the lady that rescued him. She is completely infatuated with the prince, so she goes to the sea witch, trades her tongue so that she can't speak for human legs. Now, along with the legs that she gets, she also gets the ability to be the most beautiful human dancer who ever existed. With dancing, she feels like she's walking on knives the entire time. The prince ends up becoming really good, like friends with her. She becomes a really good companion with him. However, he's betrothed to a princess from another kingdom who turns out to be the lady that he thinks rescued her from the temple. He marries her. The Little Mermaid gets heartbroken, and her sisters end up trading their hair to the sea witch so that she can kill the prince and return to a mermaid instead of dying and becoming sea foam, because mermaids do not have souls. The only way they got souls is if she could have married the prince and he fell in love with her. With this, she doesn't kill him. She throws herself into the ocean and dissolves into sea foam. She does not die, however. She becomes a spirit of air. Air spirits need to spend the next 300 years helping humans until they can gain their own soul. So by her doing this good deed, she gained her own soul. Now, that book is based off of another book called Undine. Now, this book is off of the legends of Undine, who are water spirits or water elementals. Water elementals are described as having blue-white skin or deep blue skin as the sea. Now, in this book, it's about a knight who goes into a cottage while exploring a forest, and this forest is home to a fisherman and his wife and their foster daughter, Undine. Undine has golden hair and blue eyes. She's able to control the weather as well as the oceans. The knight falls in love with her, and they end up getting married. Once they get married, she stops acting like a child. She was 18 at the time, and starts acting very kind and sweet. And she explains to him that the issue is until she gained an actual soul, she would be childish and kind of mismannered and stuff, but she gained a soul by marrying him. He does love her, and he runs into this other lady who he really had liked beforehand, and it turns out she is the lost daughter of the fisherman, and they thought that she had drowned. She turns out she's a duke's daughter, and both the duke and the other fisherman both end up disowning her, but Undine and her become friends, and she moves them in with her, and everything seems to be going great for a while until one day Undine's uncle, who is basically kind of like Poseidon, controls the waters and stuff, she ends up saving them kind of from him, and trying to, and gives her this really pretty necklace and stuff made out of these like most amazing like seashells and pearls and stuff. They accuse her of being in collaboration with the water spirits, and so Undine throws herself into the ocean and disappears. But her warning is that the knight always has to be faithful to her and can never remarry. He, however, ends up remarrying. He marries the other daughter that he kind of liked, that had lived with them for a while, and because of it, Undine comes back to life. Well, she was never dead, but comes to see him, ends up kissing him and crying, and he drowns in her tears. And at the end, he ends up being buried or put inside of his tomb, and the tomb is surrounded by water, which is her. Basically, she's forever holding him in her embrace. Even though it's forever held in his embrace and stuff, it is a very tragic story. So, if you look at the new Little Mermaid movie, Eric has adopted mom, just like Undine did, and the skin color and stuff shouldn't even matter because everything was changed. The Little Mermaid was based on the other Little Mermaid, which was based on the Little Mermaid, which was based on Undine, which is based on Legends of Spirits. So I don't know what the complaining is about. I like the new movie. The only thing I didn't like was Scuttle's song, but again, this is made for children. So the song is more made for children. I did really like how they did give Prince Eric his own song, makes him more relatable to the other characters because they all sing, they all do stuff. And in the original animated version by Disney, they didn't sing. But keep in mind, it was made for children. That's the reality of it. So I say go see it, enjoy it. It was good. Watch it, have fun. All right, guys, you can give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, it doesn't matter. All right, take care. Bye.